Donna.
Good.
Okay. All right.
I turned on the 7 multiples, so good.
Yay. Did you notice you're in the title there? I put you first and
Oh
foremost.
my God. I'm special today.
You're special every day, but especially today. Especially today. So what would you like to discuss this morning? Or Banner
It's
daughter.
Banner daughter. Give me a break. Oh God, that's great.
He
Why
has a
don't
daughter,
you?
right? He has a daughter, doesn't he?
I
Maybe it
don't really
is.
know, actually. Does he?
I think he does. I think that's her. You are actually Bannerman's daughter.
No, I was teasing Bannerman about a daughter on the last broadcast with Vince and
Yeah.
Ryan. We were playing around with the long lost photos. We pull them off a line and say that's somebody's daughter or that's them, or we just pull these obscure photos online and put titles on them.
I like inviting him, but if he's from home, his oh my god, it's awful. The connection. It's terrible. If he's elsewhere, it's fine. Fat guy out west. God, I love that name.
What's up? Yeah, his connection is really it's not working out. Actually, it's pretty much determined now. I can't really invite anybody on a mobile phone. It just really
Yeah,
doesn't work out.
it's crazy. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
I don't know why it's like that. So anyway, let's move ahead. What's happening in the morning? What are you doing? Where are you going? The Sassy 777. Hello and welcome from YouTube. Dr. Jorge Pedraro from Chile. What's happening?
I don't know him. I think that's the first time I've ever seen him in the room.
He's here all the time. Doctor from Santiago, Chile.
Okay, cool. I think that's the first time I've noticed him. I'm sorry if you were in before.
Lori Byrne, Dumfries. Hello, ma'am. How are you? Fraser from Edinburgh. Hello, and how are you?
I know that guy. He seems familiar to me. Randy, do you have headphones at all?
I do. Why? Do you hear an echo?
Yeah, no, I can hear the people in the background.
But that won't help because my mic will pick everything up anyway.
Okay. That's true. You know what? I didn't think of that.
Yeah, even the headphone mic, it's going to pick up any voices around you. The Sassy says, hello, Michael. Richard, good morning from the southern tier of the upstate New York. What's happening? So
Richard,
we were talking earlier on our casual broadcast that you may be going to possibly the UK someday.
Yeah, probably in a couple of years, if all goes well. But you know what? My wife tends to get these great contracts where she makes really good money, and it keeps her. And it keeps her. We were supposed to be in Toronto no more than 3 years. That was 6 years ago.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
So right? You get in a contract, you get used to a certain type of money. You like the money, and the money is a great motivator. So, and
that's the way it goes.
And my wife loves her work. Do you know what she does?
What does she do exactly?
She works at a shelter, and she does counseling. We'll call it counseling. So, yeah, so she loves doing that, and she's been doing that for years, and she's been director of many different nonprofit organizations over the years, and yeah, so I think one of her first patients was me, and she's been working on me steadily for 30 years.
And I don't think that's allowed professionally, but thank you for the fun. There's like 7 to 12 movies about the patient-doctor relationship that shouldn't be.
Well, the ones I love is we love each other. I'm 35 and he's 16. Yeah, that's not so good.
Yeah, I've seen a few of those. Yeah, those are very unique. There's actually a preacher somewhere in the Midwest who has married a whole family of daughters one at a time. I seen him on a show not long ago. The government finally put a stop to it. He married like this gentleman somewhere in Asia, had 7 daughters, and the preacher married one a year and brought him to the U.S. And they finally caught up with him and told him no more.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So if I bought a house in the Philippines, if I was allowed to go there, and I got a normal house, not 9 million square foot, but if I wanted to get, say, something that was, say, 3,000 square feet, something like you've got, the equivalent.
Right now you would have to get a townhome. It would be quite hard.
Yeah.
I don't really know. Prices on this island now are just incredibly insane. I don't understand what happened.
Yeah, but that's not the island. Hey, should we invite Swift Beats up?
Swift Beats. What's happening with Swift Beats?
He's always uplifting. Let's hear. Swift Beats, are you close to your computer? We can't tell.
You need a good connection only, we ask.
Yeah, that's all. It just drives us insane. We're getting grumpy in our old age here, especially me. There you go.
Yeah, I don't know that it's grumpiness. It's just common sense. Bad connections just. You end up talking the whole time about the connection and the quality, which you're really getting away from your broadcast. Agreed. Which a lot of people, they like to hear and talk and enjoy. So the enjoyment leaves when you spend the whole time. Even people have told me several times now they don't want to hear about apps not working. Just talk.
There's truth there. There's truth, but I think they also miss seeing you alone as well. I think they loved the crazy the ness of your Saudi.
Yeah, I have not been out of the house in 2 days, so I think we went somewhere for a moment yesterday, but to eat, and that was about it. And today I didn't go out.
You were saying that was it Spain that the COVID is rampant?
Is it Brazil.
Brazil? Okay.
Yeah, Brazil has some serious problem right now.
Mary, hello.
Mary from Houston. What's up, Miss Houston? How are you?
Mary,
no, but here, I don't know. You could probably pick up a condo at a good price. It just depends. I mean, foreigners can buy condos here. I'm not sure. You could probably pick up a really nice condo for $100,000 or less, maybe, I guess. It depends. Your wife likes the city. So any city in the world costs money.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, Bob if Urban, you want to live in the countryside, it's okay. But anybody, if you want to live in a city anywhere in the planet, cities cost money.
Yeah. Now, you showed a small little house that was cute when you were on a Scope yesterday, and you said that was affordable for anyone.
Oh, yeah. Those are only like $10,000, $11,000 for a little 2-bedroom closet-style house, like a little house type thing.
Yeah.
And you could have something like that.
A nice getaway. Now, would you Airbnb it? Is that the idea with that? Or is that would be like a studio or?
I was thinking it's a house on an island with no cars.
Yeah.
I would like to have one, but I can't get a return call from the realtor. Maybe he's been off for 2 days. Who knows? Maybe he passed away.
Randy.
Yeah, it's kind of strange, sometimes. The last realtor got a hold of me fairly promptly and took me to the bluff of property I wouldn't take for free. So the real estate market here is not as safe and friendly as the rest of the world. There's always a questionable part of the ownership. And is there any fighting or anything going on over the property? It's a sticky situation. They don't have a good title search and title protection here.
Yeah,
I've heard that. A lot of properties have documentation that's like a tax declaration, and they didn't really ever get a title. So the rest of the world, you have to be careful when purchasing property.
Yeah, because it could be all illusion. That's what you're saying, right?
It could be an illusion. There could be 10 family members fighting over a will, and one family member is trying to sell it.
Yeah, I want to bring something up that happened yesterday. Someone desperately was trying to get me to give my personal information up online. So be careful out there right now.
Oh, really? Why? What were their? What was their kind choice words to try to convince you to do?
Oh, your credit history has two new things on it. Would you like to know about it? Contact us now. And I'm thinking, yeah, no thanks. And there's always an urgency. I've had calls where I was indicted on a matter that I needed to call them right away. I've had that before. Yeah, and it was just completely bogus. And I got on there and went, well, where are you calling from? First of all, where's this call being called from? And then they hung up.
Yeah,
but what they're doing is
they're calling from India. I don't know why. What happens in India, the police are in on the corruption. So what they're doing is the local scam centers just pay off the local police guy, and they kind of forget about everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's happening quite a bit. Haven't you watched? There's one guy, the cat, somebody, he does broadcast all the time. He plays with the scammers, and he just keeps them on the phone by the hours.
Oh, no way.
That's funny. God, he's hilarious. He pretends he's a grandmother. He's a grandfather. He keeps them on the line from 1 to 5 hours that he's going to get a money order. Then he comes back, and everything they tell him to do, he slightly messes it up, and they have to start over, and they get so fed up. It's hilarious.
Yeah, there was this a broadcast that I saw. This was a couple years ago, and this guy would call retailers, and I didn't think it was very nice, but he would do things like, I hear you have all the chicken pieces. Can I pick them up and put them together, and will the chicken work?
I've never heard that one.
Yeah, like crazy stuff like that. Like, would it be okay if I parked at your house? Is it okay if I park at your house? Like, ridiculously stupid stuff. And where do you live? And can I live in your driveway? Like, yeah, there was a guy that was doing that for a while. Now that's weird. Look at that, Randy.
Yeah, that's the same person who bothers Richard and bothers Vince. They're just into creating multiple accounts.
But you see there, it said just subscribe 4 times.
Yeah, they subscribe. It's actually that kid named Michael that got blocked due to his name, Michael something. I don't remember exactly, but it's not like it's a secret.
So what is the benefit of subscribing and unsubscribing over and over again? Is just
making us just putting their name up there for something to do.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
So what I'm drinking here, folks, is carrot juice and who knows, turmeric and a whole bunch of other stuff. My wife is trying to keep me around, so it's been working. My pants are a little looser. How are you doing on your diet, Randy?
I'm doing great. What is the stuff with the turmeric? I have a hard time eating turmeric or drinking turmeric directly. I like it in food. Yeah. To make a beverage with it, it's not tasty to me.
It isn't tasty. You're absolutely correct on that. It's not a tasty thing.
Not at all.
No, it's not. It's definitely not a smoothie. Let's put it that way. But it does help with digestion, and we were talking earlier, movements. There we go. We'll call it that, movements.
There you go, movements. I was watching a doctor about the juicing, and I watched 3 or 4 of the wellness doctors, and they were talking about the juicing and the amount of sugar you're actually intaking counteracts any benefits.
You have to be careful.
And I love carrot juice, but it's actually full of sugar, and I didn't know that.
Yeah, and if you, my wife also makes these green ones that are celery, and celery is super salty.
Is it? I didn't know that.
Oh, if you do straight, but there's all these benefits. Now, here's the thing. When I was a kid, celery and carrots were considered a waste of time to eat. They had no benefit. So it goes to show. And beets, you couldn't give beets away. Beets now are like as expensive as meat. There are people now because of all the benefits of beets. But when I was a kid, you couldn't give beets away.
I was eating in Saudi before I left this time. I was actually getting beet juice. They would grind it up, and it wasn't really that bad.
Yeah, I like the taste of it. The only problem is the next morning you look like things are bleeding, but you're not bleeding. It's fine. You're good. Okay. Fresh juice is best. Bulldog Mom. Yes, I agree. Yeah. Well, if you have green juice the next day, Randy, it tastes like, you know what? It's not good. Sewer. Yeah. It's not great the first time. But have you ever seen the diets where you only have celery juice.
I've
That's
never
it.
heard of that.
People swear by rapid weight loss, but the problem is with rapid weight loss, you can easily put it back on. And I think it's dangerous to do too much fasting. The other thing that's really big right now is 16 hours of not eating, 8 hours of eating. So you let your body have an intermittent fasting.
Yeah, I've seen that. That works well. Mine, if I just do the protein thing, I'm fine. I don't. If I stay away from bread 100% and all sugar products, I do perfect. The weight naturally comes off faster.
Have you ever had Subway, the Subway sandwich? You must have within your lifetime, right?
Yeah, but I don't really like Subway. They used to be good, but now their
Yeah.
meats are they're like long life meat type products.
Yeah, you're right. And the
I
bread
prefer
is
to
like a
chew my
donut.
food and drink it. I hear you.
Some of their breads have 22 grams of sugar in it. That's close to a donut. How
Wow.
can that be good for you? So, yeah.
The keto diet thing is really going around, Richard. Yeah, everybody's into that.
I like this. I prefer to chew my food and not just drink them. Your body assimilates the vitamins better, though, in the juicing. That's the. Randy,
I was
you
just
good?
looking at the clock, figuring out what's going on. We only
Yeah.
have 340 or 400 viewers. You know what it is?
What?
Right now is the sleep time in most of the world on a Friday throughout the Gulf region. Most people are asleep after their lunch.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's that siesta. It's the official time to sleep.
So, and how long do they sleep for, Randy?
Until they probably take a nap from 1:30 to 4, get up and active around 8 p.m. Friday is the family day. That's the day you get up, you go to the mosque, which is like going to Sunday church, you go to a sermon, then you come and you eat with family and friends.
Yeah.
Then you go home. This is the day I usually sleep all day. I don't broadcast this day. I just
thank you for
realized
being
it's
here.
Friday. This is my non-broadcast day. No,
Thank
in
you
the
for being
Philippines, it's normal, but I'm just now thought about it. Yeah, Bulldog Mom says it's 3:50 a.m. where she's at.
Yeah.
And then Saudi, it's now the time for the siesta.
So, Randy, did I ever tell you about my father-in-law, where he worked in Saudi for Bell Canada? They were supposed to employ him for 1 year, and it ended up being 5. And he said they never got anything done because they were always in the midst of a siesta or this or that, delays,
Where was
changes.
it? In Saudi?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
this
he was
was
probably on the TEP 6 project, which was a big thing where Ma Bell and AT&T were going to put in the first phone lines around the country.
Yeah, and I think it was early 90s, maybe.
Yeah, early 90s it is, yeah.
Yeah, and he loved it. He actually lived in one of the palaces. He was because he was
that
one of.
project was the most costly overrun project in history. I
He
think they
said that.
surrendered at the end of the project. I think they surrendered. They just couldn't get anything done. The people they brought in the many scenarios, they didn't understand how to work in the environment and the culture. So they were actually just, even within their whole company there was turmoil. So they were really failing to get anything done. You see that around the world.
He benefited greatly because.
Oh, a lot of guys did. I know guys that retired from that project.
Yeah, he did insanely well because he had no expenses. When he was there, he literally had no expenses. So everything he made, he socked, and he was paid in American instead of Canadian, and he was quite happy. And you're right. When he came back, I think he only worked a couple more years and retired, and he was, very comfortable. Thank you.
What's up, Chef Daddy? How are you? Yeah, that was a good project for many years for people. I came in, it was still going on, but I think it ended later, but it didn't end properly. I don't know the whole story, but I think another company had to come in and take over.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. It went sideways for so long they gave up.
Yeah, they just couldn't overcome the working environment and their requirements and things to do. A lot of projects in business throughout the world is failed in the project implementation. It takes a career just to get a big project, and time you get it on the board, you can lose everything just in the management of the project. Good to see you again, Jim Daddy. Hello, thank you for being here.
We appreciate everybody who's here this morning. This is still very early in the morning. It's 6:52 where I am, but and I'm grateful you're here as well, Randy.
Yeah, it's 3 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast, and it's official sleep time in the Middle East.
All right. I'm gonna say, okay, we had a few minutes here, so let's do this.
No, let's do anything you'd like. We're welcome. Let's go for it.
There you go. Well, I'm inviting someone in.
Very good. Do it. Invite him.
Yeah. I thought we'd have a few minutes of normalcy here, and unless he's upset with us now, which is fine too. But usually, you're right. The comments are so insane that keeps us bopping, right?
Yeah, I just remember now. I was thinking about it. Oh, it's Friday and this time of night and the time where it's at, where I know most of the people. A lot of people I know throughout the West Coast of America, it's 3-something in the morning for them. And then in the Middle East, it's the sleep time. So it's just the way it is. It's the timing, you know.
But in Saudi, you were
16 hours a day. What sleep? I hear you.
You were saying that in Saudi, God is first. Everything is channeled through God. Like any blessings you have, any fortune is due to God.
Yeah, it's God's will. Everything happens to his will. Without his will, it doesn't happen.
And that's across the board for everyone.
Pretty much. That's everything. Everyone.
Yeah.
A lot of bad weather in the States, is there? Yeah, we've been having rain for 2 days. Are you going to be on later today in the evening, by the way?
Myself?
Yeah.
I don't know. I might be. I think I've been, this is the most broadcast I think I've ever done in a week.
Yeah, me too. I'm burnt out a little bit.
Yeah. And it believe it or not, folks, when you do these, they require a lot of energy, right? You have to be vigilant and read the comments, and you also have to come up with content.
Yeah, Will, it's 7 a.m. Whoa, early.
I don't know if you know this, but in Vegas right now, they've been getting snow on and off.
Really?
Isn't that weird?
I don't know. Vegas is cold in the winter. I wouldn't doubt it.
And then we had not that long ago in Japan, they had heavy snowfall.
Yeah, Japan has always had snow.
Really?
Yeah.
Like not that kind though, where it buried a car, like where you didn't see.
They've had heavy snow in the mountains of Japan always.
Oh, no way. Okay.
Oh yeah. A lot of the things we see as weird is just always going around. What it is, you're starting to look out into the world more and more.
Well, HAPS is helping. Like, honest to God, it's opening my eyes to different places. Like, I've never been to New Zealand. I want to go. Just from the broadcast I've seen, it seems like such an amazing place. Have you been there, Randy?
That is one of the places on my list after seeing, what's her name? Louise Poppy. She was roaming around New Zealand. Oh, what a nice place, man.
The other one I want to go to, which is a really strange place, is Easter Island. But I don't think
I don't really understand that.
I don't think it's cheap, though. And for those who don't know what Easter Island is, there's Fraser. Hi, Fraser. How are you?
Even Hawaii has snow on the Big Island. Yeah, at the top of the volcano, they surely do. All right, I'm going to call it quits. It's good to see you guys. Have a great day, and we'll catch you next time.
Thank you, Randy. I appreciate
you. And roll up the doors for the day. I believe I'll see you everybody on a Saturday.